As the bike portion nears the end, everyone has a plan, and for current leader Chris Lieto, it's pretty simple.
I know that I need a gap of a certain amount of time as far as for the win. I'm going to ride through, I'm going to ride well, and if there's guys with me, there's guys with me, and I have to address that if that happens. If I'm by myself, then the plan is on schedule and see how it finishes off.
Since last year, he has stepped up the training with the best distance runners in America. Again, Lieto arrives at the transition first. His bike time was the fastest today and the third fastest ever in the race.
I'm passionate about running, and I'm known as a cyclist. And I can't wait to get off that bike and run, and run well. Last year I ran okay, but I didn't run well. I didn't run what I was capable of running, and that's what was hard.
It's off to the K-Swiss running course. Now it's time to do the math. Here come the strong runners. Chris McCormack, 7:45 behind Lieto. Another competitor Lieto thinks about during those training runs, Germany's Andreas Rehler. He's 8:15 behind. Last year, Lieto's lead was over 12 minutes off the bike, and that wasn't enough. This year, the cushion is 8 minutes. Craig Alexander is a whopping 15 minutes and 25 seconds behind the leader. But equally stressful, he has to make up almost 8 minutes on the best runners who've already left the transition. Is that too deep a hole? Will Lieto's plan of hammering the bike work this year? You only have so much energy left in your legs after pushing the bike for over 5 hours.
He's talking about I spend time with Ryan Hall and all these runners and my marathon's improving. That's great. That's a person trying to convince themselves that their run's good. But when you're putting out that kind of power in the heat and humidity of Kona, it has to take from your run. And I have immense respect for the Stadlers and the Lietos who race this event that way. It's a lonely, tough way to win this race, especially in the sense that all you get all day once you get off that bike is lost time. 12 minutes, 11, 10, 9, 8, that plays on your head more than you can possibly imagine.
Lieto has never broken 3 hours on this marathon course. That's a problem. At a much different pace, the Ironman continues for everyone else. Clayton Tresca has never ridden a bike this distance. So support in the lava fields helps a lot. Lou Hollander's first Ironman in Kona was 1985. He was 55 back then.
Not a what?
I'm passing. Sorry about that.
You just want to look good.
If you think this race is exhausting, try hanging with Kathleen Allen for an afternoon.
We have 4 kids, 2 cats, 1 dog, a ferret, and we're bird sitting. It's a lot of fun. Managed chaos, sometimes not so managed. Some days I try to fit in a training session early in the morning before the kids are up. I'd come back from swim practice, help get kids off to school, fit in a workout. I'm working 2 jobs at present. Once I'm done with work, maybe run in a meadow or go for a bike ride. Come back home, work on dishes, laundry. I get the kids, take them to their activities, make dinner, work on homework, go to bed. I really believe that our family comes first.
I like how she has time for 4 kids. And she can also do what she likes. I think that's pretty cool.
I think she takes a lot of time out of her schedule to hang out with us.
Team Allen is also referred to as Team Crazy. Or Team Nuts, or Team Who Knows What's going to happen next week.
There's always a lot going on. Sometimes it gets really insane around here.
my mom might have to take one person to the library and then another person to the school bus and then another person to school. So it's busy but fun.
They know me as a mom who swims, bikes, runs, bakes cookies, volunteers in the classroom, and does all those things.
Training became Kathleen Allen's escape. Training became something even more important after August 24th, 2007.
I went to the lake and park to go for a bike ride, and that was the day that I got hit. I remember people asking me who I was over and over and taking off my road ID and saying, all my information is on there. Stop asking me. I don't want to talk about this. I wore my road ID long before then, and I had it on the day I was hit, but I didn't want to spell my name. I was in pain.
We arrived at the trauma center, and she looked pretty banged up on the table, and it was about 10 or 15 minutes later that the doctor came in and said she's got 4 bones broken in her back, both her wrists. She's had a minor stroke. And what I thought was, gosh, broken bones, she's going to be okay. Uncertainty crept in for the next week.
I was younger, so I didn't really know what was going on. It was a little bit scary when I saw her. She didn't look in her normal shape, but I asked her if she was going to be okay, and she said yes, and I guess she was right.
I wanted to be strong and healthy for my children, and my children knew me as a mom who did things, as a mom who was fun, a mom who had energy. And I wanted to be that mom again. And I also knew that the training and racing gave me energy and made me happy. And when I'm happy, I'm a better mom.
Her getting to the finish line gives Kathleen's kids something to live their entire lives by.
First time in 19 years to get a flat tire.
78-year-old Harriet Anderson dealing with a flat. There's carnage out on the road. Iris Tiedemann of Switzerland has crashed with Joel Yugu of France. Tiedemann cannot go on. Yugu is a different story. He's got a stubborn side.